Hello everyone, Tom here. Welcome to another driving video. I want to pick up a girlfriend, and in today's video we'll be talking about what annoys me when I drive my little Corsa. When I go for a drive, go somewhere, commute somewhere. So first of all, what annoys me is when, well, let's go through some topics. So people on their phones, of course, people that tailgate, or when it just stops, they come right really far behind me, like really close up to you, and some people pull out on you. That doesn't really annoy me, but you know, it goes into topics. So the first one I'm going to talk about is people on their phones. Now, I did a whole video about this, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about it, but as everyone knows, it is against the law, and I think it's 6 points on the license if I do it, and it's like not as many points if someone else does it, but it can lead to quite a lot of points on your license. So you know, this kind of annoys me as well when people do this. It's not going to do it, but sometimes they're like behind you and then they overtake you. You might do it, and then they do it and they go like that. I can't really see it anyway, but they go past you and then they turn into the lane that you're in, and then they go tremendously slow. These guys do it 40, but that's fine in my books. Just falling over a little bit. Stuff's moving around in my boot. Where's this guy behind me? We break it from the light screen. Yeah. Next topic is when people sit right behind me. So I do about 10 below the speed limit or something like that, and I do 30 now because it's obviously 30, but when it's 60 I do 50 sometimes, and I do 70, it's 80 now. When it's a 70 mile an hour road, it's a 60 mile an hour I do, just because I don't want to push this little car too far, because unfortunately I can't afford any if it goes wrong. But most of the time I do the speed limit, but it annoys me when I do 50 in a 60, and as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing wrong with doing that, as long as I'm not doing like 30 or 20, which is a bit ridiculous. But if I do 50, 55 in a 60, and people sit right behind me, especially lorry drivers do love to tailgate me, and I don't like it when they do that, because it kind of scares me, because I'm like, you're in a car, you're in a vehicle that's probably about 3 to 4, maybe even 5 times as big as this little car, and you're sat that close. I mean, obviously if I had a car that I knew would run good, then obviously I would go quicker. What's this? Racehorse man. Sorry, I'm really haven't got the topic, but it's just like, it annoys me because like people like this in front, this van here, like I just said, it's a horse racing van. I don't know if you can actually see that, but it's not these people. Oh, there's a little horse in there. I don't think you can see that, but if you look through that little window, it's a horse. No doubt he'll be going the same way I go. Yep. But yeah, there's a horse in there. Anyway, it's people like him that do sit at me and they do irritate me and stuff like that. And I mean, I accelerate quite slowly, so I use less fuel, and I go slower, so I use less fuel and don't put too much damage and stress on the car. This guy's going to go slow because there's a horse in the back of his thing, but People don't understand this, and they like to sit right behind you, like you're doing something wrong that's not allowed. If you know what I mean? I don't know what's close to it, but I can't even see it. But people like to sit right up your ass, right behind you, and they don't give you any room or anything. So if anything happens in front of you, you brake because of a cat running across the road, deer, or anything like that, you're going to hit them. There's no doubt you're going to brake really sharply and they're going to go right into the back of you. That annoys me a lot, because it's like if you sat a couple of, well, listen, my driving instructor told me to sit and drive somewhere so far back so you can see the wheels. If you can't see the wheels of the car in front of you, you're too close, basically. This guy behind me is getting a little bit close, but I'm going uphill doing 45 because this car has no power. But other than that, he's behaving. But that's what my driving instructor said. The driving instructor said, stay as far back as you can, give enough room in front because you have no idea what that person in front of you is going to do next. Yeah, and I understand that, I completely understand, and I don't go very close to people in front of me. Yeah, just because I have no idea what they're going to do. 1 second they might brake, another second they might swerve away from something, but I want time to actually swerve away. But people sit right behind me when I'm going 50, and lorry drivers in particular, and I understand lorry drivers have to make a certain time and have to get somewhere at a certain time, but do you really have to sit right behind me the whole time you're doing this? It's like, I even slow down and pull over sometimes to lorries just so they don't hit me if I brake. I drive this road that I'm driving on right now more often than I drive anywhere else right now, because this is basically the road to go see my girlfriend, and she lives basically right at the end of this road, over a roundabout and stuff. I didn't get this far in this video, but this road, I love this part. From back there's a corner, all that straight bit I love, and obviously I don't do the speed limit down it, but let's just say if I had a nicer car and there was no speed limit, I would fly, like absolutely fly down here. It ends there, a good bit of road ends there because it gets dirty and not very nice now. But another thing that annoys me on the road is people leaving bins. Like, they actually leave bins by the side of the road at a tilt. These people here, I don't know if you can see on the right of the road there's like a little house there. They leave the bins just on the side of the road. There's a place in, wherever it is. They leave bins on the side of the road, and if it's a really windy day, they sometimes fall in the road, and you have to stop and go around. Yeah, and that leads me on to something else, being on the other side of the road. So people sometimes stop on double yellows, and then they want to pull out, and you don't let them because you can't, basically. That annoys me too, because the amount of time people stop on double yellows, they've basically pushed themselves out into traffic, and they shouldn't do that, and it's ridiculous that they do, and they try it and they do it, and sometimes they succeed, sometimes they don't succeed. I don't really let them succeed sometimes they do, but just whatever. I'm actually watching this day turn into night. I started it when it was night time, it was daylight, and now it's going into night. What else? I'm trying to think what else annoys me. Potholes obviously annoy me. There's a clip on this channel of UK's worst drivers. If you haven't seen that already, it's somewhere on the channel. I was trying to go around some potholes, and then I went around these potholes. It's a 40-mile-an-hour road. I'm doing 40, 41, 42, whatever it was. Probably 40 black ones, but I went to go around these potholes, and then someone overtook me. Like, doing the speed limit, someone overtook me. And I'm like, where'd you come from? But, you know, there's a couple of potholes on this road that I avoid sometimes and things like that. And most people that say what annoys them when driving, people say cyclists and motorcyclists. I don't think I've ever, in the first year of driving, this is my first year, I don't think I've ever experienced a bad cyclist. I mean, some people do 2x2, and that's fine because obviously I can just overtake them. It doesn't really bother me as long as they don't get in the way as I overtake them. I've never seen a cyclist run a red light. I've never seen. Well, it annoys me when cyclists do actually hold up traffic. It's the only thing that does annoy me about cyclists. Another thing people say is motorcyclists annoy them. They don't annoy me at all. One bit. They can do what they want. They can get squeezed through traffic quicker than I can, quicker than anyone else. So as long as, like I said, they can get right through. So, but I think we're coming out to the end of this video. I think that's about it. That annoys me. Another thing that annoys me is people on their phone. Like I said that. It annoys me. Like, this is not like on topic of me actually driving. What annoys me while I drive is another thing that annoys me is when your friends or people you know get in your car and then they start messing around with stuff like air conditioning and radio and you'll follow you and you're like, what are you doing? And then they do something and then you're like, what have you just done? But that's not what you're talking about driving. You might do a whole video on that as well. But I hope you guys did enjoy this one. In the outro there's a video on the right screen which I think to a playlist of all the driving me videos, and on the left of the screen is a YouTube recommended video, especially for you watching right now. So if you guys did enjoy, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
See, I remember when I met you as a sophomore. Started out as friends, but I knew that we would want more. Hit your favorite restaurant with your favorite dress on. That's one of my favorite memories.